Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5-minute or less video, and I can get it in. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I've been doing this for 50 years. I'm a national expert in all IRS resolution matters. I have a whole team of former IRS agents, and many of you have come to me because you've seen me on my national news interviews and broadcasts. I am asked to show up a lot. You can see my interviews. I've been on almost every major station: Fox twice, ABC Briefing Room, NBC, CBS, Newsmax, News Nation. A bunch of other stations has picked me up, so you can see me in a suit and tie. I try to give you the information that you need. Honestly, I try to give you inside information when I can, and I'm just like to be honest, because there's a lot of garbage today on the internet. People are selling themselves out to be experts, and they're really not. I've been doing this 50 years, and I can smell these foxes and skunks thousands of miles away. Anyway, I want to talk to you today about using AI, artificial intelligence, and chatbots to go ahead and communicate with IRS and write your letters. So let me explain this to you. It's very important that you hear this from a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. IRS, I used to look at hundreds and hundreds of abatements that came through my desk. I looked at many, many offers in compromise. I looked at many, many letters that go through. And I want to tell you, this is going to be very short and brief, but you need to know this. If you are going to use AI or chatbots or any of those things floating around, I'm going to tell you right now, IRS is going to spot them, they're going to see them, they're going to hate them, and they're going to reject everything that you're doing. IRS, this new wave of what's coming in, IRS is going to see a lot of the stale, rote information or some of it cleverly put together, and they're going to know it has not come from you, and they're going to be very pissed, and they're going to go ahead and reject it. Here's what I suggest that you do is, if you're going to use this material to write any letters, that you pull the information up and you use this as a basis to go ahead and write your letter. Don't send that information in, because if I seen it, I'd reject it, laugh, throw it in the garbage, and I'd hold up this to IRS agents and say, look at the garbage I got in today. You're going to have 100 people sending in the same thing. You must go ahead. You must go ahead. Listen to me. You must go ahead and personalize all your letters to IRS. So if you want to open those streams up, you can. You can see what they have, maybe take important sections out, maybe cut and paste a few of them, but you need to make your letters personal, you need to make them relative, and you need to make them short. The last thing I want to do as a former IRS agent is read and read and read. That's all I do every day. I used to love the letter that people wrote me a page and a half, that made sense, that made it real, that gave me exhibits, that gave me documentations, something I would absorb to get myself related to the person and the case. If I got any more than two and a half pages, I wouldn't even bother to want to read it. I would skim it. If you can make your letters or your pages no more than 2, but with big font, remember, some of the people are older. You want to go ahead, use the chat box, AI, to get basic information. Fill the information with personalized information in color and make it real. I can't tell you how important it is to go, can't tell you how important it is to go ahead and put documentation, exhibits to prove whatever you want to do when you're working a case. Anyway, that's all I got. Best of luck. Always put a cover letter on anything, because everything will go well if you do. Listen, give me a subscription. I try to give you the information you need. Thank you for listening. Subscriptions help me, so do likes, and so do comments. Thank you very much.